Welcome back everyone to our third video on fufu. If you noticed, I changed my language from pidgin to English. Why? Because I heard from our Ghanaian friends that they also eat fufu, but they do not speak pidgin. So I was like, okay, this is the right argument. You got me there. Okay, so I'm going to continue my video in English. Are all fufus made equally? We all know the answer to that question. It is no. If we use different things to make different kinds of fufus, they cannot be the same. But today I'm going to try to focus on the nutritional content of the different kinds of fufu. So we can actually also think, besides the taste, we can also think about the nutritional content when making our choices when it comes to fufu. I'm going to choose from three kinds of fufu. I'm going to use instant plantain powder fufu. I'm going to use gari, which is a fermented dried cassava or manioc, and I'm going to use a vegetable fufu, that's cabbage fufu. The first product we are going to discuss is the instant plantain fufu. These fufus, we could get them in the shops everywhere, I guess, in the world. They are ultra processed fufus. It means you just take the powder and mix it with water and then you get your product. But this fufu, the powder has been so well processed that you could compare it with another flour, say a wheat flour. The disadvantage with this kind of fufu, just like mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes, is that they would spike up your blood sugar because it is already processed in the finest particle. What are the ingredients in my product? I could find mashed plantains, potatoes, and cassava. So next I prepared my gari. Gari is not difficult to produce. Gari is just taking your gari, the dried gari, you're mixing it with water, and then you get it, you allow it to stand for some time, and then you mix it up, and then you try to get the right consistency, and then you have your gari. So I took 18 grams of gari and I added 40 milliliters of water, and then I had 60 grams of gari. Then I made my cabbage fufu. This is not so convenient because it is a vegetable fufu. On the internet they have different methods of making it where you have to squeeze it, mash it, and so on, but I don't do that. I don't get into too much of that. For me, it also has to be easy cooking because we don't have so much time. So what I did was chop the cabbage in little pieces, getting it to boil. Try to make it boil maybe like for 10-15 minutes. That depends on how much cabbage you actually put in your pan. I just had 200 grams, so I took away my when it was done. My 200 grams was drained, and then I took the cabbage, the cooked cabbage, and put it in my blender. In the blender, I added psyllium husk, and then I blend it till I got the consistency of a fufu. I would show you, this is how the consistency looked like. To compare the three different kinds of fufus, I used the carbohydrate content of the fufu as my base. For diabetic patients, they know that we try to have a unit that we would say this is our carbohydrate portion. So in this case, I use 15 grams as our carbohydrate portions. So on the plate, we have the cabbage fufu, the gari, and the instant plantain fufu. The cabbage fufu, which is 230 grams, is actually half a carbohydrate portion. It's not up to one carbohydrate portion on the plate. And the instant plantain powder is also 1 carbohydrate portion, and it is 85 grams. Let's go and compare the energy content of the different products as they are on the plate. The cabbage fufu will go for 85 kilocalories. The gari would go for 64 kilocalories. And we have the plantain instant fufu on the plate. 85 grams would go for 70 kilocalories. Let's check the protein content. The protein content of the fufus as on the plate. For the cabbage, it is 230 grams, would give you 6 grams of proteins. The gari would not give proteins that would be significant for this amount. The instant fufu would give you 1.7 grams. Last but not least, I would like to talk about the fiber content of the 3 kinds of fufu we actually have on the plate. Fiber is very important for our microbiome. It is going to bring more diversity, and it's going to help our immune system. So our health actually depends also on the amount of fiber we eat in our daily diets. We recommend at least 30 grams of fiber per day. Now, fiber is also going to help us to have that full satisfaction after eating and to keep it for a longer period of time, which is really great because you're not going to get hungry so fast. It's going to regulate your blood sugar. And this is also a positive effect, especially for pre-diabetics, insulin resistance, and diabetic patients. So this is going to give you a better way of regulating your blood sugar. How much fiber is there in the different foods? Of course, the cabbage fufu based on vegetable will have the most amount of fiber. It comes at 13.2 grams of fiber in this quantity, so 230 grams. The gari, which is 60 grams, will give you 1.3 grams of fiber. And the instant plantain fufu will give you 1.4 grams of fiber. I hope these videos have changed your views when it comes to choosing the kind of fufu for your health. And if you liked it, please subscribe, share, and like the video. And this gives me a lot of encouragement. I would also like to thank you for watching this video. Until next time, bye bye.